This is the 2.3 guided practice with Mr. V. You're going to be doing all of the problems. And just make sure that you have your flow chart in front of you. I have mine in front of me and I'll be using it. All right, so the first one. We know, let me do this in a different color today. Cool blue, huh? We know that this is going to be X and this is going to be Y, right? So if I wanted to rewrite it, X, Y, that's the bad spot to put it, sorry. I gotta write it smaller anyways. So I have X, I have Y, so 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then we have 18, 36, 54, 72, 90. So for, we have to ask yourself, is it a function? So none of the x's repeat, so yes, it is a function. And then we need to find the slope. So in the y's here, 18 plus 18 equals 36, but then also 18 times 2 equals 36. So you might need to get your calculator out. And I know that this is plus 18. So if I have 36 plus 18, I get 54. So it looks like these are plus 18, plus 18, plus 18. All right, and what I'm going to do is, since it is a function, and the points have the same slope because this is 2, 2, 2, and 2, I know that it's going to be in y equals mx plus b. So I need to find my m first. M is going to be equal to the change in y over the change in x. So that's going to be 18 over 2. So then that's going to be equal to 9. So I need to find b. So if I take my first point here and I plug it in for the y, the m, and the x, I will get 18 is equal to 2 times my m. No, sorry, not 2 times my m. 9 times my x, which is 2, plus b. So 18 is going to be equal to 18 plus b, minus 18 on each side, so b is going to be equal to 0. Okay? So your equation is y is equal to 9x. So then what you would need to do is I want you to graph this. I'm going to have you guys graph it. But you know you're going to have to put hours, and you know you're going to have to put your money right here. And there are, I think, 20 lines. So in order to scale it, you take your biggest number for both of these. So biggest number would be 10 divided by 20, and then 90 divided by 20. And that will give you your x and your y. And then plot your points and draw your line. All right, write the function shown by each. So is it a function? Yes, none of the x's repeat. And then this looks like it's plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So it's going to be in y equals mx plus b format. And it's plus 2 each time. And this is plus 1 each time. Okay? So I know that m is going to be equal to 2 over 1, which is equal to 2. So I need to find b. So I have m, and then I'll just take my first points, which is 0, 3. So 3 is going to be equal to my m, which is 2, times 0 plus b. So 3 is then going to be equal to 0 plus b, so b is going to be equal to 3. So my final answer is going to be equal to y is equal to 2x plus 3. And let's check my answers on the first couple here. And I have y equals 9x, and then y equals 2x plus 3. All right. we're going to number 4 here. I always like to draw the t-chart. I have x and y. So it's going to be 0, 1, 1, 3, 2, 9, 3, 27, and then 4, 81. None of my x's repeat, so it's a function. Then I ask myself, do the points have the same slope? So it goes up by 1 each time on the x. And then it looks like it goes plus 2 here, plus 6, and then plus 19. So that's not going to work out. So no, they don't have the same. Are they being multiplied by the same number? From 1 to 3 is 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. Then 9 times 3 is 27, and then 27 times 3 is 81. So yes. So our answer is going to be y is equal to a number to the x power, and that number is going to be what we multiply by. So y is equal to 3 to the x power. Check my answer. This is good. This is good. Did I do 3 already? Oh, I skipped 3. Sorry. Well, let's check 4. 4 is good. All right, let's take a look at 3 here. So I have, it's a function because I know none of the x's repeat. And then I go negative 4 plus, so it's negative 4 to get to 2 would be plus 6. 2 to 8 is plus 6. So since the slope is the same, the slope is going to be 6 over 1, which is equal to 6. Since the slope is going to be the same, I know that it is going to be in y equals mx plus b. Take my first point, and I'm going to plug it into there for the y and the x, and then I'm going to take 6 and plug it in for the m. So negative 4 is going to be equal to m, which is 6, times my x, which is 0, plus b. And then negative 4 is going to be equal to 0 plus b, so b is going to be equal to negative 4. So then my last step is y is equal to 6x minus 4, and that's my final answer. Check that one. Y equals 6x minus 4, looks good. All right, we'll go to 5. So none of my x's repeat, that's good. So what I got to do, I'm going to erase this, just because I'm going to rewrite. And then I'll get 0, 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16. So none of my x's repeat, they all go up by 1. 0 to 1 is plus 1. But then 1 to 4 is plus 3, then 4 to 9 is plus 4, or sorry, 4 to 9 is plus 5, 9 to 16 is plus 5, so that's not going to work out. Are they being multiplied by the same number? 0 times anything is always going to be 0, so that's not going to work. So then we know that the equation is going to have to be y is equal to either x squared, x cubed, or x to the 4th, and so on. So we just got to find out which one it is. We can't use these, and we can't use these, so let's just use this first 2, 4 right here. So is 4 equal to 2 squared? So 2 squared is equal to 4, so yes. So we're going to have our answer be y is equal to x squared. So at 5, y is equal to x squared, looks good. All right, keep chugging along here. All right, I got 0, 1, and I got 1.5, 2.25, uh-oh, decimals, 3.125, and then 4.0625. So what's happening here? Is it a function? Yes, none of my x's repeat. And then I take a look at the y's. What's happening here? It's getting multiplied by 1/2. each time, or 0.5, either or. So my slope is going to be 1/2. So I have a slope, and I'm going to take my first points here, because it's going to have to be in y equals mx plus b form. And I'll get 1 is equal to 1/2 plus, oh, that's not right. 1/2 times 0 plus b. So then b is going to be equal to 1. So now I have b is equal to 1. I have to erase, I'm taking up too much space, but then my final answer is just going to be plugging these two in. So y is going to be equal to 1/2 x plus 1. And I'm completely wrong on this one. I wonder why. 1/2 to the x. I wonder why I'm wrong. So 0.25 times 1/2. Let me see where I went wrong. All right, so I just went over my answer, and I'm still getting that each time it goes down by, or being multiplied by 1/2. So that's where I went wrong. So the points don't have the same slope. That's where I screwed up, now that I'm thinking about it out loud. So it's not being added each time, because if you were to add it, because this is being multiplied, see that? Not being added. If it's being added each time, that's where the slope is the same. But since it's being multiplied by each side, the points don't have the same slope. So are the y values multiplied by the same number? So they're multiplied by 1/2 each time. Yes, so the equation is y is equal to 1/2 over x. So I just got screwed up between when doing this trend here or doing the change. If it's being multiplied, that's not the same as the change in being added. If it's added by the same number each time, that's where you get the same slope. All right. All right, so I have 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 16, 3, 81, and 4, 256. It's a function. I know on the x's, it goes up by 1 each time. I do know that it's not going to have the same slope because it's plus 1 and plus 15, so that's not going to work out. And then I know that's not being multiplied by the same number each time, because 0 times anything is 0. And 1 times 16 is 16. If I did 16 times 16, I'll get 256 right away, so that's not going to do it. So then I would have to go to y is going to be equal to x squared, x cubed, or x to the fourth, and so on. So I can't use this one, I can't use this one, so let's use some of the other ones. So if I just plug in the third set of numbers, is 16 going to be equal to 2 squared? No. Is 16 going to be equal to 2 cubed? Nope. Is 16 going to be equal to 2 to the fourth power? So that's 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16. So our x to the fourth is the winner. So our final answer that we would write is y is going to be equal to x to the fourth power. Okay, so I have 0, 1, 1, 5, 2, 9, 3, 13, 4, 17. Okay? It is a function. Everything on the x side is going up by 1, and then this is plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4 each time, all the way through. So I know that the slopes are going to be the same, and the slope is going to be 4 over 1, which is then equal to 4. So if m is equal to 4, we need to find b. I'm going to take my first set of points plus the m. I'm going to plug it into y equals mx plus b. So I'll get 1 is going to be equal to 4 times 0 plus b. 4 times 0 is 0, so then b is going to be equal to 1. So then I have my 1 right here. So I have my two numbers I need. So y is going to be equal to 4x plus 1. So we're good here, and we're good here. All right, last one. So I have 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 3, negative 1, and then 4, negative 2. It is a function. The x's all go up by 1. Y is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 each time. So that means my slope is going to be equal to negative 1. I need to find my b. So I'm going to take my slope, and then I'm going to take my first x and y. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it into y equals mx plus b, so 2 is going to be equal to negative 1 times 0 plus b. Negative 1 times 0 is 0, so that crosses off, so then b is equal to 2. So I'm going to take these two numbers and plug them in. Y is equal to negative 1x, or just negative x plus 2. Y equals negative x plus 2. All right, last one. A certain function fits the following description. As the value of x increases by 1 each time, the value of y decreases by the square of x. Is this function linear or nonlinear? Explain your reasoning. So we know that in order for a function to be linear, it has to have the same slope throughout. Okay? So just like this did right here, this is a negative 1, this is a negative 1, all the way through. And this is just plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So that would mean that the slope is negative 1 over 1 throughout the entire thing, which would be negative 1. All right, so if I look at this, let's just put this in a graph, or not in a graph, in a table real quick. So look at the bottom down here. So it says that the value of x goes down each time by 1. So it's minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. And then the y, the value of y decreases by the square of x. So what that would mean is the value of y would decrease. This would be y minus the square of the x, which is this right here. So it'll be 5 squared is 25. This would be y minus, and then its x is 4 squared, which is 16. This would be y minus 9, and then this would be y minus 4, and then y minus 1. So is it the same on the left-hand side? Yes, it's all. These are all negative 1. But if you look over here, it's not being subtracted by the same number each time. So no, it would not be linear because it does not have the same slope. As always, if you have any questions, ask, stop in, or use the math lab. They got a lot of smart people in there that can help you out at any time throughout the day. All right, hope you guys have a great night.